Welcome to the training DVD for the Pegaso Junior Steam and Vacuum Cleaner. This machine will improve the appearance, cleanliness and hygiene. It is designed to deep clean and sanitise areas which would otherwise be difficult to clean. The steam is applied to the surface being cleaned at temperatures of over 100 degrees centigrade, and in most cases eliminates the need for chemicals and using vast amounts of water. Using the appropriate accessories, you can clean from floors, walls, shelves, racks, ovens and much more. The Pegaso Junior has a 20-litre wet vacuum which collects the dirt and moisture as you clean. Before you start your cleaning task, check the accessories off your checklist to make sure you have everything you need. You can do this while the machine is heating up. These are the brushes supplied with the machine. We have a combination of nylon brushes and also steel brushes. You've got to be careful when you use the stainless steel. You would use them on, say, oven racks. We've got heavy carbon build-up, and you'd use those. The nylon non-scratch. Be very careful when you're using the stainless steel brushes. We have gloves supplied with the machine, so ensure you wear those. As part of the PPE, we have the goggles, and they are to be worn whenever you're working above shoulder height. Prior to operating the machine, ensure we have adequate water supply for the steam cleaner. The machine has a 5-litre water storage tank on this side here, and we have a visible water indicator on the side here. So to fill the machine, remove the cap. This is a non-pressurised vessel, so no steam can ever come out of this container here. And ensure you have fresh clean water, and using the funnel provided, fill the machine and making sure that you do not go over the red mark as indicated. The machine also has a detergent injection facility. Steam Australia has provided the 101 degrees detergent, as it is a very safe and efficient detergent, and it's imperative that only this detergent is used through the machine. The detergent is stored in this side of the machine, and we have a level indicator as well, so ensure you don't overfill the machine. And it is critical that detergent is not put into the water storage tank. Prior to connecting the steam cleaner to the power supply, inspect the plug and its lead to ensure there's no damage to it. If there is any visible damage to the lead, do not plug the machine in and refer it to Steam Australia immediately. Switch the machine on and then depress the boiler switch. The green light here, the ready light, will indicate when the machine is ready to use. When it has reached maximum pressure and temperature of approximately 7.5 bar, this light will stay on continuously. The machine is then ready for use. As we're using the steam, this light will come on again, indicating that its power is received at the boiler, trying to maintain that pressure and temperature. Here we have a tank level light. That will indicate that the water in the storage tank has been used up and it needs replacing. As well as this light coming on, an alarm will sound, and also the steam will stop if we don't fill it up immediately. So when the alarm sounds and the light comes on, switch the machine off, take this cap off here and pour fresh clean water into the machine, ensuring we don't overfill the machine. It's important to note that this tank here is non-pressurised and steam cannot escape from this tank here, so it is perfectly safe to use. Switching the machine back on, once again depressing the boiler switch, the machine is then ready for use. You'll note that at the back of the machine we have a vacuum cleaner. That is a wet and dry vacuum. This switch is on. Just leave that on throughout the whole operation and at the end of the cleaning process. Okay, the machine is now ready for use, indicated by this ready light. We're plugging the steam only hose in. Open this flap here and connect the hose. It can only go in the one way. So push the hose in, hold the machine there at the rear, push it in until you hear a click. The hose is now connected. We'll now connect the steam and vacuum hose. Once again, it can only go in the one way. So the steam there connects to there. Once again, push in until you hear the click. Using the steam only hose, and it's important to note that the hoses have electric supply of only 12 volts, so once again a safety feature. To operate the steam, press the button here. Steam will come out. To operate the detergent, press this button and detergent will come out. In regards to safety of the machine, at that distance there the machine will not scald you. As you move closer, it gets very hot. Having selected the appropriate tools and connected them to the steam hose, we can adjust the steam to the volume required. On this side, this is for the steam only, and the adjustment is on this side for the steam and vacuum. In cleaning overhead here, I'm adjusting the steam volume down to reduce the moisture content. I've now switched over to the steam and vacuum hose and accessories to vacuum up all the dirty residue.
You can't film too much. Stop doing it.
When you've finished completing your cleaning tasks, switch the machine off here at the switch and also disconnect from the main power supply. Remove the accessories bag here by the Velcro straps. Lift up the clips holding the container, the dirty water residue container. Drop that down. And you'll notice here we have a washable polyester filter. And that stops all the rubbish getting into the vacuum motor. So that's released by a quarter turn on this locking ring. Drop the filter and the locking ring into the container. Just place the vacuum head there. And then go and rinse the filter, the locking ring and the bucket out. And it's important to clean this out as soon as you finish cleaning. It makes it far easier and it's less mess for the next person who uses the machine. As I said, it's washed the polyester filter, so just rinse it in clean water. Now that we've finished cleaning the container and the filter, lift the vacuum head up. Place the filter over the bottom of the vacuum unit. Just locate that locking ring. Quarter turn so it's locked on. Replace the vac head in its holder. And then place the residue container back on the unit. And it's ready for the next person. Just pushing that button there. Disconnect the hose. And we'll just give it a wipe down. There's no detergents necessary, just a clean cloth, and just give it a wipe over. Another point to keep in mind is that when you're cleaning metal surfaces, such as bench tops, racks and what have you, the heat is absorbed by the metal, applied by the steam. So just make sure you're wearing gloves when you have to touch that surface shortly thereafter. But just as a precaution only. We'd just like to now cover some of the do's and don'ts with the machine. If you have to move the machine to a different work area or whatever, make sure you don't move the machine by pulling on the hoses. It's got a handle here at the back, so just wheel it to the desired position. We also have wheel locks on the machine, just foot operated, so you can lock the machine in place if need be. Also, when you're moving the machine, just make sure the hoses are off the ground so that they don't get caught up in the wheels and get possibly damaged. Also,